This is a diagram of our wing-to-wing pendulum drill. This drill is done with 2 lines of players at center ice just over the blue line and pylons to either side. This drill is done with only 1 puck. The first player in line with the puck skates the puck around the pylon and curves wide so they can head behind the net. At the same time, the first player in the other line skates towards the post closest to them, then transitions to go backwards towards the boards where the winger's breakout position would be. As the player without the puck is making this curved transition, the player with the puck is rounding the net and immediately making a pass to that winger while they are in transition on the boards. The player who has just received this pass is now transitioning forward to skate towards the inside of the pylon, curl around it, and head wide around the net to make a pass to the next player in line on the other side, repeating the pattern. Let's look at a few specific details of how we should run this drill. There are 2 major components of this drill. One is timing. The players need to synchronize their movements so they're in the right place at the right time. And the second is pass awareness between the 2 players. From a timing standpoint, the winger who is receiving the pass should reach this area and begin their backwards transition at about the same time as the player carrying the puck reaches this area. That way, when the player with the puck gets right to the end of the net, they can make a pass stick to stick right to the forward who is at that point almost beginning to change their transition from backwards to forwards so they maintain their momentum. For the player making the transition here, the direction in which you make the transition is very important. Your left shoulder will be closest to the end boards behind the net. That way, as you make your transition to going backwards, you're always facing the puck. When the player is approaching the net on this side for the pass, their transition will be backwards with their right shoulder closest to the boards in this area. That way, again, as they skate backwards like this, they are facing the puck. Passing is incredibly important on this drill. The person making the pass should always make a forehand pass from this area behind the net, whether you're right or left-handed. As you orient your body to come around here, we want a forehand pass tape to tape. The person receiving the pass must also send a very clear signal where they want the puck, on the forehand or the backhand. A right-handed player making this turn into the right wing position cannot present a backhand as a target because their back will be towards the play. They must present the forehand, skating backwards and making this transition. A left-handed player making this transition to the right wing can present both options. They can present a backhand or a forehand. Let's take a closer look at this. The left-handed player, before they transition to skating forward, if they're still skating backward here, can present their forehand for the pass reception. That's helpful in case the defenseman from the other team is pinching, because a pass to the forehand here allows the winger to protect the puck with their body from the pinching defenseman. The left-handed player, if there is no pressure, can actually transition to skating forward here, which would swing their shoulder around and bring their stick in the forehand position around up in this area to a backhand pass reception position. That can be helpful to keep the winger's momentum going up the ice. So in this instance, the player with the puck is going to be presented with 2 possible targets, the forehand or the backhand, and they need to recognize which target is being presented so the pass can go from the tape on their stick to the tape on the pass receiver's stick. On the other side of the ice, the opposite is true. Here, a right-handed player can present both their backhand or their forehand breaking out as a left wing. A left-handed player breaking out as a left wing, the only real viable option to present is the forehand.